Check, 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 check. Checking in from Western Bowl. Bowling in about 45 minutes. Here we go. All right. Oh, great. That's still muted. I forgot about that. Check, 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 check.
Two for two. Brown's the one with the earring.
What?
The one with the earring.
Yeah, that's Jaden Brown. The young dude's the freshman. You can tell. Honecker, you know Honecker, right? You know Rapine. You know Cook. You know Vince.
Yeah.
I don't know the red hair.
That's
Rottinghouse?
Yeah, Rodinghouse, or I think Rottinghouse. I don't know.
All right, I'm ready whenever you are. Yeah, I'm ready to go on. It's like,
All right. Yep.
so it's easier.
Hello.
Hello.
No. Hello.
Hello. I can't hear him.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. There we go. All right. A little bit lighter for me.
Here at the Western Bowl, where the Elder Panthers take on the LaSalle Lancers.
LaSalle and Elder have owned the GCL in bowling so far. In the past 9 years, they've all either one team has came home with the GCL title, so this should be a good one.
Yeah. And to start off for the Panthers, freshman Nick Clark starts off Lancers. Chase Amon gets a strike to start off.
LaSalle off to a hot streak. Not really. There's a lot of action going on, but Will Cook on the other side. Bold strike for the Panthers.
Nick Clark, for his second shot, gets 3 pins for a 9. Looks to do it again with another strike. Both get a strike.
Say a lot of action going on. There's so much going on, but Rapine up for the Panthers. So 4 out of 5 strikes for the Panthers. It's a good start in this one. LaSalle's been perfect as well. Hopefully the freshman can get going for Elder.
For LaSalle, Tyler Nick Clark now for Elder. And is back with a strike after his 9 pins.
Good showing from the freshman. And LaSalle.
Josh Honecker calls him even with 2 strikes of his own.
Yeah, he's been pretty hot so far.
Especially with senior captain Aiden Rapine.
Actually, just 3rd. And just 9 pins there.
8. Rapine with another gutter. Nick Clark again. Oh, almost a gutter ball. It gets a strike.
Wow. Really put the spin on that ball. This is unbelievable. So much going on. I mean, anytime you look up so much bowling, get a strike. This is good bowling.
Josh Honecker and
and really far back and goes for it.
Raps bounces back, a strike. Will Cook down there splits the
off the 9.
8 pins down. Hopefully we didn't. His teammate Will Cook going for those double pins, but gets 1.
It's fine. It was a really tough bowl there with the field goal. Only could go for 1 there unless he.
And Nick Clark cannot capitalize on the 9 pins down.
Jaden Brown with a strike there on lane 57 for the Panthers. Schneider, 9 pins there. Looking to capitalize right here.
9. Over for the Lancers. JT Schneider in the lane. Gets it.
Yeah, with another spare.
Strike for the Panthers. Strike. Also gets a strike in the lane right next to him. Knocks down 8 pins. Teammate Jace Amon gets a strike right next to him. Then Josh Honecker for the Panthers gets 9 pins down.
Yeah, this is much faster pace than I thought it would go. I thought it would be like kind of like slow. You can let people take their turns, but it's going really fast. Answers, goes to the strike. Got it.
Strike.
Yeah, Rapine 193.7 average from last season.
Preston Boats a strike. 5 strikes.
Dad coaching him up right now.
Josh Honerkin going for that spare. Hits it.
Will Cook for the Panthers on lane 57.
Nick Clark for Elder. Strike. Raps going right next to him.
Jaden Brown curves it in and strike. Going for the spare and couldn't get it. Press.
Adrian P now for the Panthers. Gets a strike.
Here, a play.
A little bit thankful for that. First broadcast bowling history and started off rapid fire.
Preston Bosey.
Jace Amen gets another strike.
He's
Jace
on a
Amen's
heater.
on fire.
He's on a heater.
Hopefully we don't jinx him.
Got a strike.
And gets the strike after the... Josh on. Nick Clark back up for the Panthers. Aiden Rapine now up. And splits the pins, 2 on the left, 1 on the right.
As Will Cook in lane 58 takes a spare for the Paxton Bosey for the Lancers. Finishes off his spare. Lucas Petit got 6 pins to go for the
Strike streak, but gets 9 pins down.
Jaden Brown in lane 58. One for the Preston Petit. Preston.
Frame number 10 now in lanes 55 and 56 has JT Schneider for the last for the Lancers. Starting off the 10th frame with a strike.
Paxton Bosey for the Lancers gets 9. Preston.
It's Nick Clark. Jay Salmon again.
57.
Jay Salmon, Capital Clark also finishes 10th frame with a strike.
It's a strike for the Panthers. Faster than 2 lanes on the right.
Josh Honecker, 9 pins again.
Oh, he gets a strike for the Panthers. Preston Bosey for the Lancers gets another strike for them. Tyler Flannery for the
Pins again. Right there. The one-hander, 18. Adrian, first throw.
as Preston Bosey's up for them. Bowles gets a strike for them. He's on a heater right now. 2 straight strikes for him. Jaden Brown for the Panthers gets it. Another strike for him. 2 straight strikes for him. All the guys in lane 57
is in motion and gets the strike.
As that was happening, Tyler Flannery caps off a strike for the Lancers in lane 57.
Rapine ends and JT Schneider end with 4.
As Will Cook and he gets it to go. Strike for him. As Chancing got it.
Nails it.
Tyler Flannery up here for the Lancers. Taking his time. 3 straight strikes there for Flannery as Jaden Brown bowls and gets the strike. Will Cook, strike. Will Cook has either gotten a strike or a spare in a couple frames in a row. He's been kind of cool and collected out there. Will Cook taking his time. Lines it up.
One more throw for Will Cook on the 10th.
Paxton Boshi up. Fans are getting into it. Kind of hyping him up to get one more. Cook will end there with an 8.
Field goal is no good.
No good.
Can't
Strike
do
for
any
him.
better than that.
Finishes with a 219. Kind of. And,
I thought we were getting a fan streak in the bowling alley.
thought he could take the shirt off. JV teams are off to the right of these. And does not get the strike. He just gets 9 pins there.
First,
Goes for it and gets it.
almost a gutter ball.
I really thought those gutter just hung on by a thread and gets it good to go. Jaden Brown will get another throw right here. But before him, Preston Bosi will be up. Putting it up, vision, and it goes. Just hangs on and just gets 6 there.
13, 6 under his brother.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, both of them really finished off hot. Yeah, so the Lance just hangs on, spins, just gets 8 pins there.
And 422 total.
It's time. He'll be the last bowler here in the 10th frame. Lines it up, the bowl is on. No spinning it. Both teams are doing pretty good. As Flannery tries to finish, this is me just visioning what I'm doing. Not as good as them, but you know. Flannery will finish with a 226 for the Lancers. He played a very, very well match for him.
And after all the bowls,
And so now they'll be on to their second.
advantage. First throw for James Amen, but splits the pins.
And Paxton Bosi gets 7 to go.
Nick Clark right next to him goes with the strike in field goal range for Jace Amen. What will he do? And gutter ball. Yeah. Strike for Josh Honaker.
Yeah, and on lane 58, Jaden Brown will have 9 pins.
And JT Schnepp.
Brother Preston Bosi will be up. Doesn't quite get his spare to go. But senior captain for the
Jace Amen for the Lancers, and
so he'll end with a 9 right there.
Josh Honaker with the 2 strikes back-to-back. Lancers, and stops himself. Regathers himself, will take his time for his second frame, first shot.
At the same time, Tyler Flannery is taking his bowl. And worked him to go and just gets 2 pins. He goes with the
Nick Clark, first throw, third frame.
walking up to the lane. He goes for the strike and gets it. Paxton Bosi up for the Lancers and gets a strike to go.
Nick Clark just misses the spare, knocking 2 of the 3 pins.
Jaden Brown, and in the meantime, goes and gets 8 pins. At the same time, Preston Bosi up for Jaden Brown up for the Panthers, trying to capitalize on spare and gets it to go. Gets a spare for the Panthers.
Honaker needs 1 pin in motion and gets it.
9.
Taking his time in motion.
Will end with a 9 on the 3rd frame for him.
Another strike for Jace Amen.
Jace Heyman has been playing really well. So many strikes for him.
Josh Honaker, after his 9 spare, gets another strike.
Paxton Bosi there goes with a 9. Will Cook with the bowl and gets a strike. Will Cook on a heater right now. 3.
Aiden Rapine up for a first throw of the 4th frame. Has 2 strikes and a 9 spare. As again, with the strike. Turkey for him.
Jaden Brown works and gets 9. In the meantime, Preston Bosie up for the Lancers. Goes for the strike and
Knockdown. Goes for the Lancers.
goes for 9 pins there.
Nick Clark for the Panthers. Strike. Josh Honecker up for the Panthers. And moves along with the ball and gets another strike.
Tyler Flan.
2 pins standing in front of him. 9 pins.
Paxton
On his 5th frame, knocks down 8 pins. Adrian trying to finish off his spare, and he does.
Paxton Bosie trying to finish off his 7 pins and gets 2 of them, and he'll get a 9 in his 4th frame. As Will Cook finishes off his with a spare. What a good bowl there by Cook.
Jay Saman for LaSalle, probably the hardest bowler in this bowl, and gets 9 pins.
Preston Bosie gets 9 pins there for the Lancers as Jaden Brown and gets a strike there.
Jay Saman finish off the 1 pin and does. Gets a strike
There.
Jay Saman with the strike, man. Those pins go everywhere. And Nick Clark, 9 pins down. Tough one's gonna tip, but ended up not.
Tyler Flannery, 7 pins there for the Lancers in lane 58. Kind of had a rough go this round for him. Hasn't quite gotten a strike yet, but we'll try to bounce back here and maybe start with a spare.
Another strike for the Lancers. And Nick Clark finishes spare.
Tyler Flannery finishing off with the spare there.
Back up for the Panthers. And gets the 9th pin go down, but still has 1 more standing.
At the same time, Paxton Bosie for the Lancers and gets 8 pins.
Nick Clark. Aiden Peen up in motion. It's 9 pins.
Same time, Will Cook just gets 2 pins of his and ends with a 9 there for the Panthers.
Josh Honecker back up. And the same 2 pins staying up for him. Final pin and nails it.
Jaden Brown there gets 9 pins for the Panthers. Looking to get a spare. Ike.
Jay Saman for the Lance. Back up for the Panthers. First on the 8th frame. Yeah, with the strike.
Same time, Tyler Flannery.
Saman back for the Lancers. Trying to find those 3 pins in the corner and gets 1 to go.
Flannery up here for the Lancers. Guys on lanes 57 and 58 are onto the 6th frame. As guys on 55 and 56 are onto the 8th frame.
JT Schneider, final throw on the 8th frame. 9 pins down.
Looks like LaSalle had a sub or something, and they have
First throw on the 9th frame. Gets it with a strike. And gets the final pin to go.
Panthers tries working it in, just gets 7 pins to go.
Nick Clark back up. Starting the 9th frame.
Spare here. Works it in, gets a spare. Good bowl there by Brown.
Schneider for the Lancers gets a strike.
Will Cook gets a strike there for the Panthers.
Honaker back up. 2 pins up still.
The Lancers get 7 pins to go.
Clark up for the Panthers. Starting the 10th frame. 9 pins to go.
Jaden Brown, in the meantime, also got 9 pins to go for the Panthers in lane 58.
Hunt. His 3rd throw on the 10th frame opportunity. Honaker first throw, 10th frame, 8 pins. As repeat.
Preston Bosey working it in, gets 8 pins to go.
Honaker 2nd throw, 10th frame, gets spare. Rule ball again. The left pin from the split. Honaker 3rd and final throw from the 10th frame, ends it with a strike.
In the meantime, Bosey works it in and gets a spare there for the Lancers.
Chase Amon, 10th frame, starts off with a strike. Aiden Bean gets
To go for the Lancers in lane 57. Off with the spare, and also gets a spare there for the Lancers. Cameron Catan on for the Lancers, and gets a strike.
There you go.
Will Cook also gets a strike here. As Bosey's on for the Lancers,
JT Schneider,
and gets a strike.
it's 9 pins to fall.
Jaden Brown on here for the Panthers, and gets a strike. And a strike.
JT Schneider, fodder ball. No 3rd throw for him.
As Cameron Caton's on here for the Lancers and gets a strike. He's been very hot there for the Lancers. I'll go strike. Lancers walking up, visualizing what he's gonna do, and bowls. Working it from right to left, and gets a strike. Will Cook here for the Panthers gets 6 pins there. Flannery on here for the Lancers and bowls. Works it from right to left and gets 9 pins. As Cook is up here, gets this.
Jaden Brown gets strike for the Panthers. As
Will Cook walking up here for the Panthers. In the 10th frame, gets a strike there. Cameron Catan on here for the Lancers, gets 8 pins. Will Cook just gets 6 pins there.
split 2 and 2. 2 on the left, 2 on the right.
Cameron Catan here trying to finish off, get a spare, and gets him to go. Gets a spare there. The 10th frame will have a bowl. He finishes with a 218 on the bowl there from Jaden. And we'll have another bowl here. Cameron Catan trying to finish it off here. He just Jaden Brown line it up for the Panthers. And Bocio going 58. Works it from right to left. He gets 8 pins to go. Jaden Brown up. Holds it from left to right and gets a strike.
Woo!
2 straight strikes. Actually, 4 straight strikes there for Brown, but looks to cap it off with a turkey in the 10th frame. Bosie up here for the 9. We'll have one more bowl at it. Actually, I am wrong. He does not get another bowl. And Jaden Brown will be him with a 203. And gets 9.
Final bowler.
Yeah, Tyler Flannery up here for the Lancers. Last bowler of the round here. And with the bowl, works in it from on the right and just puts it in the gutter. So that'll be the end of that, and Flannery ends with a 161. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. As we mentioned earlier, this is the first ever bowling broadcast. Pretty different experience than any other one, but I feel like it's been going smooth pretty far so far.
Yeah, I thought it would be like a lot slower. Like each player would get like their own time while everyone else is watching. But you know, we have 4 lanes of varsity, and multiple people going at a time, and then look over your right, see JV and freshmen. And LaSalle has a score of 2,309.
Elder with
pins. We're down by 13 pins.
Elder's down by 13 pins. As they are working into the Bakers game. So the Bakers game works is each team will have a player who gets 2 frames for the whole, I guess, what do you call it, the game. So they'll have 2 frames, so one player will have like 1 and 6, someone will have 2 and 7, someone will have 3 and 8, someone will have 4 and 9, and someone will have 5 and 10. So I'm not exactly sure how each team will strategize, but it's much different than I thought it would be. So they'll be playing here in lanes 55 and 56. And yeah, here we go. Should be a fun one. So Elder must have gained 35 pins there in the second game there. Well, I guess second round of games, according to Mr. Rapine. But now Elder's down 13 pins to LaSalle. So yeah.
Yeah, thankfully Mr. Rapine is here because I don't know how. So for this, each bowler gets 2 throws. They roll on 1 and 5, 2 and 6, 3 and 7, and so on.
So each bowler will get 2 frames each, which consists of, depending on which frame you get, you know, the 10th frame could consist of three bowls each. But yeah. So as we start off, Preston Bosie starts off with a strike for the Lancers.
Nick Clark does the same exact thing, start off with a strike. See, I think I like this much better, you know. It's very slow, less pay attention to. Sorry.
Yeah. It's so much easier knowing what's going on too. This camera gets on there for the Lancers and gets straight there for them.
Josh Honecker just misses the strike. Josh Honecker back trying to find that spare, and he does. It's awesome.
Big match.
That's what you need in sports.
Chase Amon there for the Lancers gets 9 pins to go and will work there for a spare.
Jaden Brown, the lefty, going from left to
Amon trying to finish off a spare here. And with the bowl and gets it.
Jaden Brown up again. Trying to find that 10th pin. Almost falls, but he gets it. And 7 pins for Will.
And has a chance and gets a strike. As the chant will tell you.
And gets them.
Bosey up for the Lancers and gets a strike. Preston Bosey again.
Almost a gutter ball. Gets a strike. LaSalle has 89, and the Panthers have 76.
Okay, Cameron Caton there gets 7 pins for them.
As Nick Clark gets a strike for the Panthers on the 6th frame.
Cameron Caton here going to try to finish it off. Trying to get a spare here. Taking his time. He's actually waiting.
And for Honaker.
Caton here for the Lancers. Trying to get a spare here.
Josh Honaker finding that 10th pin in the corner and gets a
Flannery up here for the Lancers. Taking his time. Walks up. Can go right to left.
Jaden Brown up for the Panthers. Matches it for strike.
Jay Simon up for the Lancers. And gets a strike. Yeah, he bowls it with quite the power.
19.87 miles per hour on that throw. Whew. Will Cook up for the Panthers. And gets a strike this time, getting the 10th pin to fall.
JT Schneider up here for frame 10 for the Lancers. It's 8 pins there.
I think he's the only one that rolls it with one hand.
Yep. Him and actually Paxton Bosey also does it. Just those two.
Aiden Rapino for the Panthers.
JT Schneider up here for the Lancers.
Use the third throw on the 10th frame.
No, they will not. So they just get a 9 there.
One more throw to go. Hardly any room for errors here. Definitely don't want a gutter ball.
Let's not jinx him. We'll see what happens. Repeat.
And gets 8 pins.
8 pins will do it for the Panthers. They go up 11.
All right, guys, come on, focus up. Bounce back. Let's go.
So the Panthers end with 225 there. The Lancers end, actually 233. The Panthers end with 212. Looks like they'll switch sides and do the same thing. So it's the same thing like we said earlier. If you're just tuning in, it's called the Baker's game. So one person will get the frames 1 to 6, someone will get 2 to 7, and vice versa, and so on. Usually they have their best bowlers from 5 to 10, but just depends. As Paxton Bosey starts it off for the Lancers. There for the Panthers, just 9 pins to go.
Preston Bosey for a second throw in the first frame with 3 corner pins. And he gets a little domino effect there, knocking down all 3.
And in the meantime, Nick Clark over there for the Panthers and gets a spare to go. Panthers getting fired up.
Cameron Caden up for the Lancers. And splits them, 2 on the left, 1 on the right.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough bowl for him. And Josh Honaker up for the Panthers and gets 7 pins.
Rocating up again with this 2 on left, 1 on right pins. And gets it 2 on the left, plays it safe.
Yep. In the meantime, Honaker up for the Panthers and gets a 3 pin. Goes for the spare there. Elder starts.
Tyler Flannery for the Lancers. And pin's almost knocked down the 10th, but it's 9.
Jaden Brown up for the Panthers. Lefty. And he gets 6 pins. 2 on each side in the corner. Should be tough to do, but you never know. The magic here in the lanes.
Tenth and final pin still standing in front of Tyler Flannery. As Jaden Brown goes out.
Lefty just going straight for the 2 pins and gets them to go. He'll end with 8 pins there.
Tyler Flannery up now and knocks down that pin.
Will Cook up for the Panthers. And gets a strike.
Chase Amon up with power and answers right back.
Both of them go with a lot of power, Both go strike. Rapine up, captain for the Panthers, senior for him. He had 3 strikes and 1 8 in his last bowl, and he's up again. He gets 8 there. It's all good. Take his time. Maybe
And back-to-back strikes for the Lancers, showing some fight.
Rapine trying to finish this one off. Taking his time. Looking to get a spare. Gets them both.
Up for the Lancers, gets another strike. Turkey for the Lancers.
Nick Clark here for the Panthers and gets a strike to go. And gets 8 pins. Kind of coming in clutch here. So as he lines it up here in the 7th frame.
I'm telling you, the Lancers are hot. 5 in a row.
Panthers actually only have 2 strikes this round. Not doing so well here for the Panthers. Lefty working it from left to right. Pours it in with the strike there.
Jay Saman up, trying to find that 6th strike in a row. And he does. Woo.
Lancers are very hot right now. Will Cook up. And gets a strike there.
Panthers showing some fight with back-to-back strikes.
Yeah, Will Cook actually has 2 strikes this round here.
But will it be enough to catch up to the Lancers?
I don't know.
Going for 7 in a row.
Come down to this 10th frame for both teams. Rapine can have a chance at 3 strikes, while Schneider has as well. Schneider here.
Schneider, ends the 6 strike streak, but gets 9 of the 10 pins.
Panthers go for 3 straight strikes there.
Never
Shows
count out
a
the
fight.
Panthers.
Never count them out.
Same as Rapine already locked his 3rd throw in with that strike.
Steps up. Works from right to left.
It just misses the pin. Woo.
Rapine has it in his hands again.
That may be trouble.
4 straight strikes for the Panthers. Has a chance at another.
One more throw.
Rapine up.
And
And
a
gets it to
strike.
go. Panthers down with 6 straight strikes as Rapine gets 3 straight to tie it off with the turkey in the 10th frame, which is huge for Rapine there.
11.
Mr. Rapine again, filling us in, says Panthers down by 4 pins. As Panthers battle back with 5 straight, and big there bounce back from the Panthers.
This is getting good. It's getting real interesting. It's GCL for you.
Yeah. Never know what can happen. Like we just looked like they were dead in the water. Had 2 strikes to the Lancers 6 as Preston Bosey up and starts off the next round with a strike here.
Yeah, I definitely do like this concept of bowling better instead of 4 people going at the same time.
Yeah, if you guys don't know what this is called, it's called the Baker's game. So, yeah, it's a good one. Cameron Kelton on here for the Lancers.
And it starts with 6 pins.
Cameron Kelton here, trying to finish this off with a spare. Works from right to left.
And gets 3 of the 4. Looks like the Lancers letting Josh Honecker go. They're a little far behind after pretty.
Flannery here gets 9 pins. Sleeves.
Jordan Rodinghouse now for the Panthers for a sub.
Flannery here trying to cap it off with the spare here. And does so.
Will Cook now for the Panthers. Oh. And 9 pins. I thought that 10th one was going over.
Yeah, that was really close. That's Jace Amon with the power. And does it again. Another straight there for Amon.
I'm telling you, those pins hit the top of the alley.
I mean, yeah, he puts so much. Him and Cook put a lot of power on that ball.
Cook. 2 frames for the Panthers where they did not get a strike.
Visibly frustrated after he's team's best bowler after bowling 300 at the Centerville tournament this past weekend. Hasn't really stepped up yet.
In the 10th frame.
Yeah, Rapine has done very, very well for the Panthers. The senior captain, Will Schneider, is going to walk up here, trying to finish off 3 pins. Actually, he's going to let Clark go here for the Panthers.
And Clark is ahead, 6th frame.
2 pins. Finished there with 9 in the 5th frame.
7 pins for Honecker.
Bosey up here for the Lancers.
Honecker with 3 pins to find.
Bosey trying to finish it off with the spare here, and gets it. You
I
tell
love-
it. You can
When
tell.
Game changer, not even in his own sport. As
Gets the line. Hope for a spare here. Cameron Calton here.
Rodinghouse for his 2nd throw, 8th frame, finding the 1 pin. And
Here, trying to finish it off for the Lancers with the spare, and got it. Again, another walk-off before the ball even hits it.
Will Cook, 9th frame. Rapine will be up again for the Panthers in the 10th frame.
Getting everyone fired up as Flannery goes in lane 56. Rapine stays very hot for the Panthers. Letting Flannery finish it off here.
Locked in the 3rd throw.
Five in a row.
8 in a row for him on the 10th frame.
Yeah, yeah. But Flannery goes in there with the spare for the Lancers. They try bouncing back. Watching all the Panthers' success in the lane, dude. Bringing the power. Another strike for him. Rapine tries staying hot here.
Rapine with 3 strikes this set alone. And 3 for 3, 9 for 9 in the 10th frame with strikes.
Up here for the Lancers. Gets 8 pins.
Panthers ending with a 2-0-1. But
Trying to get a spare here, so maybe he can get a strike next time, but kind of taking his time. He's Schneider bowls, works from right to left, and gets him to go. Get the spare, and he'll save that 3rd bowl here. So you need.
Schneider picks up
Work
no
from
rush
right to left again. You need a strike here. And he gets it. He needed it.
It's what you want to see.
So the Lancers will end bold strong again. Rapine finishing off as the closer. Ken is the absolute heater.
Switching sides one last time for, I believe, the fourth and final Baker of the night.
And we'll be, actually, take that back. Bosie up the bowl for the Lancers. Bowl right to left.
But I do want to see one where like hit a pin on the certain side and goes all the way over.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. Will Cook did that earlier in the singles. He
Really?
had two on each side. He had 4 pins out and knocked them all.
Wow. Preston Posey for the second throw. Oh, he almost did it just in front though. 2 pins though for Preston.
Will Cook in the meantime gets 7 pins for the Panthers. Panthers trying a new strategy with Cook going first. Actually gets 6 pins. 7. But
That's Cameron Caden for the Lancers. Starts up with another strike.
Will Cook trying to finish it off here with 6 pins and gets him to go.
And these bowling matches.
Feels like I'm in the pit on a Friday night, but Honecker up for the Panthers.
Tyler Feather matches Josh Honecker's strike with one of his own.
Stepping up. Goes in heavy.
And gets it.
Gets it at the end there to fall. Both teams match strikes back to back.
Strike is a strike, no matter how it is. As Chase aim.
And he gets a strike there for the Panthers.
Chase Amon trying to find the last 2 pins in motion. That was a calm, cool, and collected.
Not as hot as he was, but 8 pins was 8 pins.
Another coach in the lanes. Heroes wear capes.
Yeah, I can't believe he's running. Rapine, taking his time. Ooh, just gets 1 pin there. Good bounce back.
Should have worried it's not the 10th frame yet. As Preston Bosey finds 7 pins. Start off the 6th frame.
Will Cook trying to get Panthers back on a hot streak. And does.
Preston Bosey with the 3 pins. Gets 2 of the 3.
Josh Honecker gets 8. Very tough. Put up the old field goal post for himself. Hopefully, somehow he can knock them both down, but probably just play it safe and just get 1.
Do you think if he puts it in between 2 pins, you should count?
Tough bowl there.
Cameron Caden. And gets 9.
He matched it with the strike last time. Trying to keep that same energy this time. Firing up his team and gets them all going.
Caden up and curves a little too early. Misses that last pin.
Yeah. Doesn't quite. LaSalle, 9-9 back to back as Nick Clark in. Hard to talk over the energy, but big strike there from Clark.
As matches Clark with the strike. 2 strikes to Flannery. Frame as J.T. Schneider is up.
Rapine up in the 10th frame. And pulls it in with the Rapine is a closer. Wow, he's hot when they need him most. He gets a strike. Rapine taking his time, as coach said. Trying to envision the ball, getting a strike, and he goes. gets a and Vince gets the call up.
Jay Zeman hits 8 of his own also. As Vince,
Lewis, first bowl of the night.
before that, Jay Zeman trying to get the 2 pins, right corner, and does. Gets one more throw, 10th frame. Vince Lewis. Oh, gets one of the 2.
The other one is back.
Third throw in the 10th frame, he gets 9 pins to fall. Panthers end with 200, 179. That was fun to watch. I was not expecting that for my first ever.
Mr. Rapine throwing up the
match.
W. All right.
Aiden Rapine, I think MVP with 10 strikes in a row in the 10th frame during those Bakers.
Yeah, Rapine, absolute closer in the last frame. At the last frame, I say closed it out the whole time for him. And the Panthers wrap it up here in Western Bowl with a win over the Lancers.
I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to ENN. Hoping you guys see you guys on Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
As Elder Varsity basketball plays in the pit.
Play in the pit. They take on Connor. Me and Toby will be on the call for that one as Varsity starts at 7:30. Make sure you guys tune in or show up in person.
Yep.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you.